A healthier, happier life begins here. Welcome to Mercy Moments, a podcast by Mercy Health in association with True Chat.
Did you know the Champaign County Library has been around since 1891? It was actually first known as the Urbana Public Library. And according to Ohio Public Library statistics, its various branches have over 19,000 cardholders and 118,000 physical items in its collection, ranging from books, magazines, and journals to digital music, movies, and audiobooks. Thanks for tuning in today. I'm your host for Mercy Moments, T. Allen Ceyler, coming to you from Champaign County here at True Chat Studios in Urbana, Ohio. She has lived in Champaign County since 1984, is a graduate of Graham High School and Urbana University, and has worked for the Champaign County Library since 1994. Currently, she is the coordinator of the Imagine Lab and Programming and Outreach. Please welcome to the program, Gloria Malone. Gloria, welcome.
Thank you.
So can you tell our listeners a little bit more about yourself?
Well, I'm married. I don't have any children. All my children have 4 paws. If you come into the library and you talk to me, you'll notice I love cats and Star Wars. And I do love local history. My home, actually, I'm getting ready to sell it, but it has a log cabin in it from 1811.
Wow.
And it's exposed on the inside. So you can't tell from the outside, but on the inside, you can see the log cabin. So I really love local history.
So how did you get involved with the Champaign County Library?
Well, I've always been a library user, and I worked at the Urbana University Library when I was at school there. I took a break after college, and when I saw the library was hiring, I applied and I started there. So I've held a number of different positions there. I've been reference, technical services, which is where we process the books, local history room coordinator, and then now my multi-coordinator position.
So can you tell us a little bit more about what the coordinator of the Image Lab actually does?
I help purchase the equipment. When it comes in, I will learn how to use it. I will develop instructions for staff and patrons. Then I will train staff on the equipment. Any problems that come up, I will troubleshoot that. I also maintain the equipment and look for new items to purchase for the lab.
So what exactly is the program and outreach component to this?
So there's a number of staff that do programming at the library. So I try to help organize it and then make sure information is distributed through our newsletter, social media, website, and different outlets like that about the programming. And then outreach, going out into the community, we do special events in the community when staffing allows. If you need a speaker for your local club, I can do that. So just one of those and other jobs is mentioned or needed.
All right. So can you give us a brief history of the Champaign County Library?
It started in 1891 is when this library actually started. There were some things before that, prior to that, but we started in a local physician's office in Scioto Street, and we moved to the city building, which is no longer there. It was the one that burnt down. Then we moved to an old church on Market Street, then across the street at the Moorlight Building, which is now the youth center, and then we moved out to the grocery store that's on Scioto Street in 1996, and then the North Lewisburg Branch Library opened in 1997, and it's an old Friends church. So we tend to have a thing for repurposing old buildings.
So where are all the branches of the library exactly?
So actually, the Champaign County Library is just made up of the main library in Urbana and the North Lewisburg branch. So St. Paris Library and Mechanicsburg Library are their own entities.
So what is the specific mission of the Champaign County Library?
So I will read this to get it exactly correct. So the mission of the Champaign County Library is to be a vital part of our community, to provide exceptional customer service to all, to serve as an information center and public gathering space, and to provide a wide variety of materials for all users as we connect the community to information, quality experiences, and each other.
So how's that changed over time, Gloria?
It really hasn't. We have our original incorporation papers from 1891, and this is very paraphrased, but it was formed for the purpose of establishing, maintaining, and enlarging a public library and reading room, create and encourage knowledge for arts and science, and provide a comfortable and pleasant room furnished with good books and periodicals to attract young and old. Learn from the brightest and best thoughts of all ages and all lands. So in my opinion, we really haven't changed. How we've provided and tried to achieve those goals may have changed, but it really is the same as it was in 1890.
What can someone expect to find at the library today?
I really would ask everyone to stop in their library for just 5 minutes. Whatever your local library is, stop in. You may be surprised at what you find. So we have books for all ages, of course, books on CD, books on small players that you can just plug in headphones and listen to that book, DVDs, storytime kits, adaptive toys for children with disabilities. And then we also have physical items like coding robots and a telescope. We have public computer lab, our local history room. We try to partner with other agencies. So right now you can actually get free at-home COVID-19 tests that were provided by the state health department. You can pick those up at the library through our drive-up window. And then if you come into the library, we have a huge Lego display that was designed by Ohio Lug.
So what would you say are some of your hidden gems?
The one thing that I'm most proud of is our online newspapers. We have Urbana area newspapers back to 1822 up to 2010 online for free. Anyone can access them. And it's the actual newspapers. Our local history room, there's so many great resources in there. Our Imagine Lab, our adaptive toys. We have study rooms that people can come in and have quiet spaces to research or just mellow out for a while. And then I'm really proud of our staff.
So what are some of the original pieces of the collection?
So I'm not sure if we have anything that actually was there when the library started, but we do have a number of items that we've owned since the late 1890s or early 1900s. If you notice out front of the library, there is a historical marker for Brand Whitlock, and he was the first ambassador to Belgium. We have a number of his books from the early 1900s. We have 2 large leather books that are related to the Civil War. One is handwritten, listing all the Champaign County men that served.
Wow.
And then we also have one that's the war sketches of men who served in the Civil War. It's from a local GAR chapter, which is the Grand Army of the Republic. And it's this huge book that lists their stories about the Civil War. And that has been transcribed and is also available on our website.
How has the collection grown over time?
As the budget grew, so did our collection. We continually purchase materials to add to the collection. We look at what our patrons are using or requesting and what types of new resources are available. This helps us determine what to add to the collection.
After the break, I would like to talk a little bit more about the Imagine Lab, classes offered at the library, and other exciting items, programs, and events. We'd like to take this time to remind our listeners that all of True Chat's podcasts help pursue a common goal: to educate people by providing honest, open, and respectful conversations and information. To learn more about Mercy Moments, listen to the recap at the end of the program, and to search for previous episodes or find ways to listen, please visit us at mercymoments.org. Welcome back. So just to recap, our conversation today has been about the Champaign County Library, and my guest speaker today has been Gloria Malone. So Gloria, what exactly is the Imagine Lab?
So the Imagine Lab is a makerspace. It's an area that offers access to a wide variety of technology and do-it-yourself equipment. It's a place for the community to be creative, learn new technology, experience equipment that they may not otherwise have access to.
So can you explain a little bit what exactly a makerspace is?
So a makerspace can be different to different people. Our makerspace is a place that offers access to different technology, different pieces of equipment. It's lending more towards the adult user.
I see.
A lot of schools will have maker spaces that, of course, lead to more students and young children. They may have, it includes art, technology, all different types of things like that. But the maker space in the library is more for adults with a lot of different equipment.
So what types of equipment are typically in a maker space?
So in our maker space, we have 3D printers, Cricut machines, which is cuts vinyl, paper, things like that, a sublimation printer, large format printer that will print banners, posters, Ellison machine, a laminator, coding robots, sewing machine, embroidery machine, a green screen, media conversion tools, a Glowforge, and that's just to name a few.
So who exactly would use a makerspace or a lab?
So on ours, it can be anyone. Anyone who has a Champaign County library card is welcome to use the lab. And if you're under 13, we do ask that a parent come in with you because there are things that are somewhat dangerous. There's heat presses that get very hot. There's sharp objects, but they're more than welcome to come in and use it. Anyone between 13 and 18 is welcome to come and use it as long as a parent signs a release form. But otherwise, it's open to everyone.
So do you guys have actual classes or training on the equipment?
We do offer classes. We are offering some in the next couple months. We understand people can't come to all the classes, so we will allow people to make appointments and they can come in and actually learn to use equipment on a one-on-one basis.
Now, you can actually make an appointment for the Imagine Lab, correct?
Yes, and we are asking people to make appointments at this time. You can call the library or send us an email and set up a time to come in. There's always a staff person in the lab, and we're not open all the time the library is open, but we will try to work with you to schedule an appointment that works for both of us.
And you also offer maker kits, correct?
Yes, and the maker kits is something that I'm also proud of. These are things, they're non-traditional library items, so it's not something that you would normally think of that you would find in a library. We have a metal detector. We have games. We have disc golf. The reason we purchase maker kits is for those who are not able to come into the lab or maybe don't have the time to spend in the lab, they can take them home and use them at home at their convenience. We have coding robots. So if a child's not able to come into the library, into the lab and use it, they can take it home and start to learn how to code computers and code robots on their own. We have a Cricut machine. So if you're not able to come in to use the library, you can take one home and learn how to use it at your own convenience. Last year, due to COVID, we moved a lot of the conversion tools from the lab to the Maker Kit collection. So if you have an old VHS tape or an 8mm film, we have equipment you can use to convert those to digital files.
So what are some of the other offerings of the library that the public might not know about?
I think a lot of times people think of the library as being only a physical location, but we actually offer a number of services that are available 24/7. And these are things that really would benefit the whole entire county. So there's research databases, consumer reports online, children manuals. So children manuals are to repair your car, Cypress Resume that will guide you through on writing a new resume. We have online classes that are not done by us, they're done by professionals on Photoshop, time management, photography, quilting, all different topics. You can also stream movies and TV shows and music for free through the library.
Wow.
So all of these things are free. You just have to have a library card.
So how do you guys finance all the different functions of the library?
So the library's funding is roughly 60% state funding, 38% from local funding through property tax, and 2% from donations and fines.
So how exactly do people donate to the cause?
So you're more than welcome to donate. We'll always accept money donations. And we will accept books donations for our book sale. Both libraries have their own Friends of the Library group, and that would be the best way if you're able to volunteer for the Friends of the Library. They are the ones who organize and take care of the book sales and other fundraising efforts. They help the funds that they raise help pay for programming and other supplies that we may need at the library.
You brought up a good point. So what special events do you guys hold to help pay for some of the activities of the library?
The book sales, we usually have multiple times throughout the year, and that's the big thing that we offer to raise money. A lot of that money goes to our summer reading club, which is held every year, and that is our biggest event. It lasts for 2 to 3 months, and we really push people of all ages to just read.
What is the best way to contact the library to sign up for or get more information?
Our website is champaigncountylibrary.org. We always keep that up to date. Follow us on Facebook, of course. We have a monthly newsletter that's either printed available at the library, or we have an email newsletter you can sign up for, or just stop in and say hi.
A quick reminder, our goal here at Mercy Moments is to promote local resources, awareness, and involvement. Therefore, if you have any questions related to past episodes or have suggestions for future programs, please contact us at TACEYLER@mercy.com. That's capital TACEYLER@mercy.com. Again, I'd like to thank my guest today, Gloria Malone, for being here. You can listen to Mercy Moments on TrueChat via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or anywhere else fine podcasts are found. For Mercy Moments, Mercy Health Urbana Hospital, and TrueChat, I'm your host, T. Allen Ceyler.
And I'm Gloria Malone.
Thanks for tuning in today. Stay healthy, Ohio.